Hello, Markee Dragon, also known as Marcus Eikenberry in real life, and welcome to another episode of the EVE Online 30-Day Challenge. So, last time I was playing, do you notice that there's no ship here, no pod, nothing? I actually kind of got blown up. So that happens. I forget where I was even going, what I was doing. I think actually I was headed back here, but I got here a lot quicker than thanks, Mega. I got here a lot quicker than I had intended. So, oh yeah, Light Vapor, you won, didn't you? All right. So, okay. Now, let's see here. So it's if you're joining us kind of late on in the series here, and you're seeing this video for the first time on YouTube and want to know what the heck this challenge is about, let me tell you. So this challenge is about really that this is the most complex MMO there is, and I have failed a few times at getting getting the game up and running and everything, and really doing a good job in it. And so I decided that I was really gonna spend 30 days in here, force myself to really play and get into it, and because I wanted to play this game, but I failed for the reason that I didn't know what the hell I was doing, and I really have learned that I needed the support of the other players in the game in order to be successful here in the game, and that is the key to success in the game here is to make some friends and learn how to do a lot of the stuff, because I think this game would be boring without other people. Well, I mean, maybe not. I bet you there's a lot of people who never talk to anybody else. They just go around mining and making their stuff and everything, and never talk to anybody else. But to me, that would be a little bit boring. So guys in TeamSpeak, welcome. Oh, none of them have requested talk rights.
Yep.
So right-click on your name and request talk rights if you would like to be able to speak, and we can hook you up. So, there we go. Or Brian will just give you talk rights. Hello, guys. How are you this morning?
Hi.
How you doing, Markee?
Good. So, Balrogs, are you an experienced player or are you a newer player?
Yeah, I've been playing on and off for about 7 years.
Oh, well, I would call that experienced. Okay, Bella, how about you? Have you played much?
I been on and off playing this for 3-4 years now, so
Okay, another experienced player. Oh, and somebody dropped off when they knew that they were going to be next in line for me asking them how they were. Solari, how are you today?
I'm good. I'm quite new.
Quite
3
new.
months.
Okay. So you're a lot like me then.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah. How are you finding so you've stuck with it beyond the first 30 days. So I guess that you're liking the game. Would that be an honest answer, honest statement?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find something fun to do. Been trying some exploration and mining and missions, basically everything apart from PvP.
So, and you haven't gotten into PvP because why?
Because I'm playing alone.
Yeah, okay. Well, now you have some friends here.
Yay.
Yeah, so, and that's exactly what I was saying, is that this game is really made a lot by the people that are joining us in playing. So, okay, well, we'll see if you can hang out with us today and maybe do some stuff. So, in this TeamSpeak server, by the way, we'll be staying up even after the 30-day challenge. You'll be able to come in here and find some other people as well. So, and then if I also may suggest, Eve University, I understand that they have a lot of groups that do things. And that might be another way to meet people and to learn some stuff. So, but I have not partaken in any other stuff. I just keep getting told by IT Paladin how great Eve University is. He's not here yet this morning. It's probably too early for him. So, okay. So, I am, I don't know that I can even really fly this ship. This tier 2, obviously I've got enough, I'm able to get into it, but I think that this is it tier 2 or tech 2?
It's tech 2.
Tech 2, okay. And so, yeah, I guess I don't need very much here, but I haven't been taking any of these out yet. Because my skills are not fully. I don't know.
This is only a faction frigate, so it's not Tech 2.
Yeah, sorry,
okay.
I just looked at it.
Well, I thought. What's the? I thought that was a little 2 up there, or is that something else up in the corner?
It's a blue
Is that
wall edge with a white O inside, and it means it's a faction item.
Okay. So. Okie dokie. Oh, that's right. I got my clone, my first clone. I'm the proud father of a new clone, and I can do another jump again in 6 hours. So.
And you're jumping between which systems or what systems?
I went. I don't even remember where that is. It's like HEG or something like that. Is
HGP.
The HGP is the system that that I'm in, and HEDGP, and it's a player station where I was able to make my clone, and so I made my clone there, and then I ran one of them out. That's what I was doing. I was running my clone out from there, and I got killed. So I only have that other one clone right there. But once my timer is up, I'll go get that, and then I'll take him wherever I want him to be. This extra clone. So, but I gotta wait. I got over 6 hours to wait on that. So.
By the way, Markee,
Mm-hmm.
you get 50,000 extra skill points to spend.
Yeah, I saw that, and I decided that what I was going to do is I was actually going to wait until I had something that I was trying to do quickly, like I was with a group of people or something, I needed to fit something, and maybe that would give me the boost enough to be able to do that. And so I was just going to leave those unspent. I understand that 50,000 is exactly like 1 day's worth of skill points, and so it's not a whole lot, but it could get me to level 3 on some stuff. So
it depends on the skill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said,
what
some stuff.
No, I mean it's really depending on the skill how many times you save at the end.
Okay. Yeah. Well, so and the chat room has got all kinds of hourly things. They're saying it's not 24. They're saying it's 20. It's 18.5. It's 22. It's 18.5. Not sure which to believe. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. No, it's the training multiplier that you have at the end of each skill. You have twice and third and fifth times more than normal. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's depending on the skill.
It depends on some implants too. So speaking of implants, I should go to. I want to win. I want a +4 implant set for my Markee Dragon character. I'm going to put it in one of the clones, and then that'll be my clone that I will jump into when I am away for an extended period of time, so he can work on his skills at a higher pace. Anyway, at Summer Blink here, yes, I've got. Let's see, we've got. After today, we've got 6 days left, so I've got 133,500,000 I can spend today. I don't want to spend over 100 million per day, so that we have some at the very end. So at Summer Blink, and these are some of the codes that were given away for those of you who are watching and haven't been here before. And I figured that I should just bid on things that that I am wanting. And so I want a +4 implant set. It's 19,500,000. It's worth 124 million. Okay, so I got my thing here, and we'll see if somebody else. These go by so quickly, so we'll see here. I'm sure that Brian is going to swoop in, and he's probably going to win the damn thing.
No, I will not.
Somebody else got that one. Okay, well, let me just try it again. +4 implant. Okay, and there we go. Okay, so I'd really like to win one of these. It would be very nice.
It's always fun to win something.
Yeah, and then that clone I probably will never take out of a station. For the most part, I don't think I will. So, okay, 2 spots left. I'd really like to win this. Of course, I'd like to win every damn thing that I bid on here, but So, shouldn't take long now. This one's actually going kind of longer. Oh, Painkiller Sue got bored, tired of waiting, and decided to bid on another one. And who's the winner? I won! Yeah! Oh, let me calm down, Markee. Calm down. Okay, so I won. That is pretty sweet. So, cool. Now, I wonder if I can have this delivered.
Just check it if it is possible.
Yeah, they can ship
But
it anywhere.
You can see there is a small truck at
Mm-hmm.
the left side of the buyout value. That means they can deliver that stuff in my stack as well.
Okay, so
And then the default delivery spot, of course, is Jita.
right, but okay, so this is, folks. This is. I do not advocate gambling at all, except if the money is fake. So anyway, so I don't mind gambling here with ISK because ISK is not real. Although you guys know that the Powerball here in the United States, 539 million from last week, was won by somebody that lives 10 miles away from me. Only 10 miles away from me. It was the biggest lottery win ever in the United States. 539 million by one person. And
Quite huge amount.
yeah. If I would have won that, I would have flown all of you out to some Markee Fest or something like that. Everybody who's here.
You buy a small island or rent a small island and make a big party on it.
Oh yeah, we could all go someplace warm, like Florida. Oh, that's where I live. Okay, so Summer Blink here. So we've been giving away codes for these, and in fact, in the videos, the videos that will be appearing on the Markee Dragon channel will all have codes in them. And anyway, I'm happy that I finally won. I've deposited 1.1 billion ISK, and I've won 640 million worth, and I still have 729 million left. What's the math on that? 729 plus 640 minus 1100. I am up by 269 million. Not bad. even though I am always here going, man, I never win. Okay. Now, since I can have this shipped somewhere, I suppose that I should have this shipped to the location where I'm going to keep my clone that will implant these. Does that make sense?
Yep.
I wonder where I'll be doing the most amount of stuff, like in station. Like if I was gonna, be buying, selling, and trading, maybe Jita's the right spot. That I just park a clone at Jita, because I could be buying stuff there with that character and just trucking it around with my other character. So, yeah, I suppose that Jita's the right spot, because that's probably where I'm going to do a lot of buying, I would think. Is it, Brian, is it not true that there's a lot of stuff that's cheaper in Jita and then you can ship it out to other locations and sell it for more, right?
Yep.
Okay, and then there's vice versa as well, too. There's some stuff that sells really well in Jita that comes from other areas.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I'm just going to accept this at Jita. Pretty cool. Okay, so get my prize. So maybe if I can get my clone to Jita at the end of the day and pick this up, then I can jump to, or I can have that one in there, and or I just take my guy here at the end of the day, implant him, and then I jump over to my my new clone, and then I just leave that guy there at Jita. So okay, well, end of the day, we'll do that and see how it changes my skills and everything by using a +4 implant set, and I'm assuming that it'll be delivered by then. So we got some time. Okay, well, I can't believe I won. That is awesome. So so there you have it. Place to go waste your money. Although if I am gambling there, I have found it to be very satisfying to gamble on things that I would actually be buying. So okay, so I am I've only got 9 hours left in my training queue, and Rolas had given me some stuff. I think that that's my last one, but I'm going to look it up here. Please read this off stream. You mean I shouldn't click on it right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so okay, well, I seem to have a hard time getting all my mail read, if nobody's noticed all these unread mails here. Let's see, where is the one from Rolas? Why am I... Do these... Oh, there's multiple pages. Oh. Okay. So... golly, where is... Oh, there it is. This training one. So... oh yeah, I think I needed some stuff to do thermodynamics and warhead upgrades. Let's see here. I don't even know if I have thermo. I don't think I have those yet. I think I had to get some other stuff. I think they're in my inventory. Covert ops, heavy assault, metallurgy, miniature battleship, remote armor, rocket science. There it is, thermodynamics. Check skill. I need science level 4 and engineering level 5. Wow. So, engineering level 5. I'm at level 4, so that's 4 days of training. And science level 4. I can get that one sooner. There's so much training to do. Oh, I'm at science level 3 right now, and 20 hours to get to level 4. That would, well, I'm going to leave the engineering one in there just because I'm going to be logging off for a few days, and I don't want to forget and have my queue run out. So, guess that is where I shall stay at the moment. So, I have another one in here too, warhead upgrades, which I can't inject this one either. I need missile launcher operations level 4. So, let's see here, missile launcher. Yeah, that's another 20-hour skill. So that's about 6 days worth of stuff to learn, and so I don't know what Rollis has in mind. He just told me to train these things, and I just trust him unconditionally. Maybe that's bad. Okay, so hey Brian, have you ever heard of spider tanking?
Spider tanking?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What is spider tanking?
For example, spider tanking is you have 3 Dominixes, and yeah, they are repairing each other. So one large armor wrapper on one of the Dominix and one large armor wrapper on another Dominix in the group, and this is called spider tanking.
Okay, and so they
They're
basically
supplying each other with capacitor, and then they are repairing, for example, other ships as well. So they work in a group together.
Yeah, the chat is saying that a circle jerk is what it is.
Yeah. Psycho is saying it remote armor wrapper, you need to say in this case, because it's not a direct armor wrapper, because normal wrappers are repairing your armor, remote armor wrappers are repairing the armor of other players.
And so they're doing this boost thing within themselves, but then they're also working with a bigger team than just 3 ships, and they are repairing them as well at the same time. Would that be correct?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
It could be much more than only 3 ships. I mean, it depends on the fleet size, and also every ship, as they write, can do it. But for example, if you do such actions or such repair actions, you normally use the logistic ships because they have a bonus on the distance.
Okay. Yeah. So, well, that sounds interesting. And now by them working together like this, is it like they're able to create a synergy or a frenzy to where they're more powerful? The 3 of them working together like that, as opposed to the 3 of them just repping other ships in their fleet on their own.
I mean, if they would do it by themselves, alone, without the spider tank group, it means they are supplying each other with capacitor, because the modules that you are using normally on logistic ships are consuming a lot of capacitor, so they are giving out energy and gaining energy from another in this group. So it's a giving and taking of capacitor, and then you're repairing. And if you have more of them, you're more useful.
Okay, so it actually is like an energy generation thing. Is kind of what I'm getting at. That it's more efficient and more beneficial to do it that way. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty interesting. So I think I'm a ways away from trying anything like that, but
it will take a lot of skill training to prepare it for logistic ships.
Yeah, I don't think that's that's necessarily my thing either. So you want to know where I think that I'm headed, at least for my Markee Dragon character, and as far as PvP and combat, I think that I'm headed toward being like the advanced ship, the ship that goes in first and scans and is cloaked and just reports back what's here. And
so you want to be a scout?
Yeah, I think that may be um, an area that would be comfortable to me. So, and part of it too is that filming gameplay and everything is that I think that there's a lot of things that if I'm very mobile while being cloaked, that I can actually film a lot of the action that's going on without risk of getting blown up, and that would allow me to do coverage of fights much better and everything. So I think that could be good. That's what I'm kind of thinking.
Unless you get a smart bomb on you and you still get damage.
Oh, I know. In fact, I've been hit with a smart bomb before. I got hit with a smart bomb at a gate one time, and so that happens. But yeah. So okay, let's see here. They're requesting TeamSpeak IP here in chat. Here we go.
Wait, I can. Okay, you did it. Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, you're welcome to join us today, especially if you're a new player. Please come on into the TeamSpeak and tell us what you're working on. Tell us what you're having trouble with, and let's talk about it. So. Solari, now you're a new player. What I know that you talked about that you haven't been playing with many friends lately, or that's something that you felt maybe was lacking from the game. But what's something else you've been working on in the game that you haven't figured out yet that you'd like some help with?
Industry, I think, making things.
Industry, like blueprints and
Yeah.
building stuff. Okay. Is Evilist here today? Evilist, if you're here, come on into TeamSpeak. Evilist he's building big ships and stuff. He's very well versed in manufacturing too and everything. So I think it'd be fun to go over some of that. So even though you may cover, your questions may cover stuff that we've already been through, you ask questions that I haven't. So it doesn't look like Evilist is here. So it looks like Guy Von Schmuck wants in here. Brian, if you could take care of him.
Yup.
Yeah. One thing about Eve, I still think, is that you'll learn every single day. Been playing this game for 4 years now, on and off, and it still amazes me when people say, "Hey, you can do it this way as well."
That actually has been the number one point of contention within the live stream here. Is that people keep saying, "Oh my God, they're telling you the wrong way to do it," but the fact is, I mean, you hit the nail right on the head there. That there are so many ways to get something done. That there may be one way that's more efficient than the other, but there's so many things that are so dependent on everything. Like, I might be manufacturing something and doing it one particular way, but I'm doing that because my skills aren't high enough in a certain area to do it another way that would be more efficient. And maybe I just don't know about doing it that other way. And so, does Jureen know? No, Markee can't read this. So it's
You can read in the Markee Dragon chat what I wrote to that. What you've said currently.
Oh, in the Markee Dragon chat. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, interesting. That is another good point. We have quite an international crowd here, and maybe half of the people that are here, English is their first language. And so, there's a lot of stuff that can be lost in translation, trying to figure it out if English is a second language for you. So,
Yep.
Yep. But doesn't bother me any. I get what like Brian, when you're describing something, I may have to ask an extra question or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's not a big deal if you ask me. So, yeah.
Yeah, but several people on the chat had problems in the past with that. Some
Well, that's
native
actually
English speaker are talking to you.
Well, that's just people who don't have an understanding of speaking to people multiple languages and everything. So, I don't let it get to me at all. But I could suppose that if English was not my primary language, that I'd be a little bit more sensitive to it. So.
Just a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned before that some people have been commenting on things not being done as efficiently as possible. I must admit I've been one of those people in chat, hence me jumping on here. But just a quick question: is it by choice that the TeamSpeak is not synced with the feed, the live feed?
It can't be. It can't be. So.
Oh.
Because TeamSpeak is live. I mean, it's like a telephone call, and the whole broadcast going out on Twitch, there is a delay of probably 10 seconds or so, and that's just a technology thing. It can't be 100% live. There's a lot of processing that happens and everything, and then to get it back out to everybody. I mean, it's all the distance going out on the internet, and actually everybody on Twitch sees the stuff at different times. Some people are only 6 seconds behind, other people are 30 seconds behind, and everything. So
That's a question of the routing.
yes,
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So I could never sync it, and so if if you're on TeamSpeak, you may have to mute the stream if you're watching the stream at the same time. So,
Yeah, I noticed that. I did.
yeah. You get that echo, and you're going, what? Yeah. So totally.
I'll help out with answering any questions. I mean, I haven't played this game an awful long time, just 3 years, but I'll probably be able to answer anything except wormhole stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, same here.
Yeah. So we've got some other people that have joined us. Jake, welcome to the TeamSpeak.
Hey.
So Jake, are you an experienced player or a new player?
I'm kind of new.
Kind of new? Kind of like me?
I don't really know what I'm doing.
Well, I would call that a new player then. Jake, what's been your biggest hurdle in getting into the game?
Losing expensive ships.
I decided on that that I was going to keep flying Tech 1 frigates for a while, even though I can afford to lose probably more expensive ships. But it's that very same point is that it's hard to it's hard to come up with the money to replace those ships. And so I've been flying. I know that I could be a little bit more powerful flying some of these other ships, but I've held myself back so I can just do a better job and be more frugal with my money and everything. So
Don't fly what you cannot afford.
Exactly. It's one of the most basic. It should be the first thing everyone learns in EVE. I mean, it's so cliched, but do not fly battleships if you can't afford to replace 2 or 3 of them, for example.
Yeah, EVE has a two-way side, basically. It could be really lovely and enjoying when you get the thing that you want, and it can be really cruel and harsh when you lose it.
Yep.
So
I'm being a Care Bear at the moment.
yeah. Well, so that's so not flying what you can't afford to lose is maybe one of the most important things in here, because if you I could totally see this, that if I didn't have money to buy another ship, I would be in the little the freebie ship. You know, and believe me, I went out mining with that little freebie ship just to test out mining and everything. And the problem is, I'm making trips back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and I only made like 15,000 ISK in 1 hour with it. And I'm thinking, you know, about how much these ships cost and everything. These rifters here, this rifter 489,000 ISK for a rifter, and it'd be like, holy cow. I just can't imagine having to do that. So
there's some real simple way of making a crap load of ISK though really fast.
Scam?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Actually,
Just steal it!
You can actually, as a 2-day-old character, make 150 million per hour. No joke.
What? Okay, I want to hear this. Tell me how a 2-day-old character can make 150 million ISK per hour.
What you do is you make a character, preferably Galente, since that will be the best choice for this purpose, and you train a simple frigate, could be an Atron, could be an Incursus, just as long as it needs to be a cardboard box with guns, and you enter factional warfare, which you can do right away as long as you have a paid subscription, paid account. And in the factional warfare, you can, in a blaster-based ship, do novice plexus, small plexus, and even medium plexus, since you have blasters. And this is anywhere between 75,000 to 100,000 loyalty points per hour, depending on how much you get chased off, which turns roughly into, I mean, if you have time, 3,000 ISK per LP. If you use buy orders, you can get 1,800 to 2,000 ISK per LP. So yeah, you do the math. I mean, it's easily 150 million per hour.
Mm-hmm. Can anybody else confirm that?
That's the thing. There is so many guides on Google. Everyone and their mother is doing this. It's easier ISK than doing anomalies in 0-0. It's retardedly simple.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't even bother making ISK anymore because I can't spend everything I have.
Mm-hmm. Chat. This is people in chat saying they can confirm. So, well, this is really interesting. So literally, you're saying that I can probably make 150 million ISK per hour doing this method.
Yes. There's only one sort of barrier, is that most of the things you cash in your loyalty points for require ISK and sometimes other items. But for example, you can cash in for data cores, which is usually very high volume, so it's easy to use buy orders or even sell orders. But you do have to chip in some ISK on the side, but you of course get the ISK back. So you could start with selling 1 data core, mm-hmm. and then next time you go 2 data cores and 3 data cores, you don't have to have billions to start with. You just take
mm-hmm.
it slow and you'll have billions in the end.
Yeah, I think that now to do faction warfare though, you can't be in a corp. Is that correct? Or can you?
You can. It just has to be a corp that has been signed up for factional warfare. But I mean, what I'm speaking about is easiest done on a new character in alt.
So in the NPC corps, are any of them in faction warfare?
Yes, in every station there's a militia button, mm-hmm. which looks like a some like shield with a skull and 2 swords through it. Mm-hmm. And for example, Galente has the Federal Defense Union, and Caldari has State Protectorate. Okay. And then you get signed up in those corporations, and you're in factional warfare.
I think this would be great to show on the stream, and I'm just trying to think of how to do that. Now, this character that you're talking about, how old does this character need to be to participate in this, do you think?
You can sign up with a 1-second-old character as long as your account is subscribed, is paid for. Okay. Before you had a standings barrier, but now you can apply as long as the standings are not below 0.0, which is nothing, which is what you have in the beginning.
So I could actually make another character on this account, and then I need to have enough money to get my first ship.
It's a frigate. You can get one with a few 100,000 ISK. All you need, basically, they've designed Factional Warfare Plexus to be all about PvP. So these rats, 1, sometimes 2, do ridiculously low damage, almost nothing. So you basically just need a hull, a structure with some guns strapped onto it. That's it.
Okay, so I want to come back to this, but Jake, how have you been making money?
Lately I've been doing missions.
Okay, and does this sound like something that would make you more money than what you've been making?
Yeah.
Does it sound like something you want to try?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I want to try it too. I think that this is. I think what I may do is I may fit up a ship that would be something that a brand new character can fly, and then I'll create a new character. I'll send that ship to that character or trade it to that character, whatever, and then join up and try this. See if we can actually do this. I think 150 million ISK to me per hour is outstanding as a new player.
You can even make more. I mean, if you're patient and not using the buy orders, i.e. selling directly, and if you pick some remote system where you don't get interrupted, you bump that up to 300 million per hour. The thing is, you decide, of course, this is all done in low security systems, for the people who did not know this, but the beauty is you decide how much you want to PvP during this also. I mean, for me, when I did it, I intentionally went to the enemy's home systems and just to piss them off, just to make them come at me.
You went to the beehive and shook it?
Yes, I shook it, and I mean, that's the beauty. I mean, I get PvP and I get ISK at the same time, and I can watch some TV series on the second monitor. It's win-win-win. It's great.
And now, what in this faction warfare? What's my risk on losing my ship?
High. Well, that's the thing. You're in a plex.
What is a plex?
A plex is a signature, an anomaly, which you find in space using the onboard system scanner. So you do not use any probes. You go to the, what's the button? Is it F10 or F9? And you open the system scanner, and you press it once, and you will get all these signatures. It will be called something like Galente Novice or Galente Small if you're in Galente systems and doing this, and you basically just warp to it. They are instantly 100% with the system scanner, and then you arrive to a acceleration gate, which you then activate, and you warp into the small pocket, the small area of space, where you then encounter this one single, very rarely, sometimes 2 NPC rats you have to kill. When you kill it, there's a timer that starts, and you run the timer out, you get your loyalty points, that's it.
Okay.
And the risk is very small, because you can just use your directional scanner. Have you gone through directional scanner?
Yeah, I've done that a little bit.
So you can basically set the range of the directional scanner. I usually set it to 2 million kilometer, and then of course 360 degrees. So you see any scan, any ship, just before they land on the acceleration gate. So you know that, okay, this ship just landed. I have maybe 15 to 20 seconds, depending on how agile they are, to get the fuck out of here. So it's not very risky at all if you don't want to aggress someone.
Okay. So, okay. Are you going to hang around for a while if we go out and do this?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So, you know.
When you make the alt, make sure that your main character pauses their learning thing, because they haven't changed that yet.
Right. Yeah, I was. What I'll do is I'll fire up my other account. I have a second account, and I'll make the alt on there, and then I'll pause his stuff. So that way I can my Markee Dragon character can send can trade or send him whatever is needed to do this. So
before you could even do this completely free, you just buddy invited yourself. You bought a Plex and sent that to the new account, Plexed it up, and then you got a Plex as a reward for the buddy invite. So you got a new account for 51 days completely free. And when it was like 48 days left, you cash out all the loyalty points and you rinsed and repeated, did it all over, and you had another 51 free days. But now you can't do that anymore because you don't get a Plex reward if they activate the account with a Plex, unfortunately. But it's still a nice method for making ISK fast and getting some PvP if you want it on the side.
Yeah. Well, we've got I've got the 30-day trial codes too, but you can't do faction warfare on. You said you can't do this on a trial account, can you?
No, but you just sign up for the buddy invite, which is 21 days, and then you subscribe, so it's 51 days. But yeah, you have to activate the account first, else you cannot apply for the militia corps.
Yeah, my codes actually the time goes away as soon as you activate them to a full account. All the trial time goes away. So
it doesn't.
It doesn't. I've had some reports of the trials. Maybe this person was using a different kind of trial, because I had that the other day that somebody said that they had 2 days left. They applied the new account code, and then those 2 days disappeared.
No, I have contacted the support and they told me it's a bug, but you get full 51 days if you activate the trial account.
Oh, okay. So, and that's on the 21-day trial accounts. Well, you can get a full 60 days then if you if you get one of the codes that we have.
That's what I did.
So, yeah. And for those of you wanting one of those, here, I'm posting a link. Okay. And so cool. I think that sounds really interesting and really valuable. Really valuable for new players. I think 150 million ISK an hour is something that is just it's great for a newbie. So
it's ridiculous. It's insane. I mean, the system before, they've revamped the factional warfare system many times. The system before was just as bad, well, good in ISK making terms, and then they changed it to make it more PvP oriented. But guess what? No, it's even easier now because there's only one rat instead of a whole group, which could actually kill you. So it's actually easier now.
Okay, so cool. So let's see. We got Jake and Solari that are both newer players. Vincia, are you newer or are you experienced? Didn't hear you.
Me?
Meep? Meep? Like beep beep? Are you a newer player or experienced player?
I'm newer, kind of been around, but still a newbie.
Okay. And then we got John with us, but John hasn't requested talk rights yet. So,
I will give him talk rights.
And Zephyrin. So
he's idle.
Yeah, okay. Hey John, how you doing?
Not too bad.
So John, are you a newer player or experienced player?
probably still new. I've been playing for a while. I just haven't really done too much because there's still a lot of things to learn.
Yeah. My brain is full. You know why I wear the headphones while we're on the show, right? So I can hold all that information in. Keep it from falling out of my head. So, well, if any of you would be interested in trying this, I think next episode that we'll work toward trying this out and see. I'm going to start an alt character and give this a try.
I'm doing it.
I posted a link relevant to this. The fuzzwork. Well, everyone can use it. It's basically this is how simple it is. It's even open to everyone. So this is no secret. That is a site which has collected all the market data and all the data for how much it costs and the profit associated with cashing out your loyalty points. And you just switch there. You should probably look through it before you decide which faction you apply for. I think right now the Galenti one is the best in terms of returns, I believe. But I mean, of course, you have to use your brain a bit when looking at it. Hold on, let me just open to give an example. I'm just gonna open Federal Defense Union here.
Okay.
I'm gonna use sell prices there in Jira. I mean, for example, you can see 14,225 ISK per 1 LP. That is, of course, completely incorrect. And you can see that by the volume, that 5% volume 1, it's basically, there is no way that the market can hold any kind of volume. That is just overpriced to the insanity. So what you can look at this to get a rough idea of what you should then look further into on the market itself to see if the volume sold and bought can actually sustain what you want to put out.
So this looks like a pretty simple website.
Yeah, it's very simple but very effective.
Okay.
Me personally, I went for the customs office gantry blueprint, though that is very cost heavy and you have to manufacture as well. But since it's very cost heavy, there is not a lot of competition. Well, there is competition, but not as much as, for example, ammunition or data cores, because you do have to invest a lot to manufacture them.
Okay.
But yeah, there's an example of 3,000, more than 3,000 ISK per LP for sell orders, the customs office gantry blueprint. And so yeah, it's easy ISK, extremely easy ISK.
Okay.
Currently, I'm really thinking about testing this.
Yeah. Well, I think we should. I think next episode, let's create some alts and get our ships together, and maybe the episode after that, we were joined and we're going out and fighting, and then...
Just a question. What skills would you need for that? If I was to create an alt today, let's say that.
What did you need?
The skills, I think the standard skills he was talking about. The basic skills that you have are already good enough.
Okay. Yeah, what you basically just need is a cardboard box, a structure, a ship with just guns. So the thing is, the NPC rats, they do not do a lot of damage. So you could basically, a medium plex might be a bit too high with basic skills, but you could go into a novice and a small in a simple Tech 1 frigate with just guns and maybe some sort of defensive capability and just do brilliantly. You won't be able to PvP very well in it, but you'll be able to make ISK in it.
Are you doing this right now? Just curious.
No.
I think we're going to do it today. So next episode, I'll create an alt and get him a couple of basic ships and.
That's funny to hear such a story from me. I mean, I play EVE now a very long time, you know that, and I never tried faction warfare, and I didn't thought about that huge winning in this, so I will try that
Mm-hmm.
definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't either thought of it. I even have a character in a corporation that is in factional warfare. I just haven't played on him a lot and not participated in the factional warfare on him.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a very interesting point, and I mean, was not interested in faction warfare somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Me neither.
So, and if you're, I mean, you can use your current character. I think that mine's in a corp that isn't aligned with any faction, and so that's why I'm creating an alt. But I'm also creating an alt so that I can show that a brand new player, given just a few initial start resources, can actually make some money.
Hmm.
So, yeah, okay.
I cannot do it with my main character. The problem is I'm in a wormhole currently, so it's impossible for me.
Yeah, so we can do it with our alts and stuff. I think this will be great. So
should we trade alts in the same faction? Like,
yeah, I would prefer a Grand Lantern in this case, as you said.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm gonna make one now.
Well,
okay. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode, and when we come back, we're going to do some drawings. It's going to be 3 times the drawings. 3 times. And so we'll be giving out 6 codes total instead of 2. And so it should be good. Make sure you're following. If you're not following, you can't win. And all you have to do is be present to win. You don't have to you don't have to say nothing or anything like that. So, okay, that ends this episode, and I'll be back in just a moment. Now that you've made it this far in the video, let me show you something pretty cool. Have you ever wanted to watch live? I mean, you may be watching live right now, or you've always wondered, how do I know when Markee's going to be on live? Well, let me show you. I found something really cool. If you're using Chrome's web browser, you can go to the Chrome Web Store and you type in Twitch, Twitch, hit enter, and a bunch of stuff comes up. Now, there's this application called Twitch Now, and it is really, really cool. And here's why. Because this application allows you, when you follow me or whoever else you like on Twitch, to be automatically notified when someone is broadcasting in an unobtrusive way. I was so happy to see this because I saw that I no longer had to sift through those emails. Instead, I've got this little button in the upper right, and I click on it, and it shows me all of the sites, all of the channels that I'm currently following. And so, and it looks like it shows them in the order of how many viewers there are. Now, I went ahead and I followed everybody right now who is broadcasting War Z. And just as an example, so I followed all of them. I'm not getting emails because they're all online, and this is awesome. They're just all right here. I click on one, it opens up in a new tab for me, and you know, really lets me watch them. I can close that one. I can go on to the next one, and it opens it up, and I'm sure it's going to show me another ad. But this is most definitely something that is very much needed, and it'll help me. So I know I'm here working. I don't even have to look at my emails or anything to know when someone is broadcasting that I'm following. This does refresh on its own. You can force it to refresh. It also allows you to browse for other games, look at the top streamers who are on right now, and search and a bunch of other stuff. It's a really, really nice application. I really like it. I think that it's really great, and I encourage you, if you want to know when I'm broadcasting and you use Chrome, to install this. It's very unobtrusive, just sits right up here up in the right, just has a little number next to it, and when nobody's streaming, there's no number. It's really cool. Anyway, I hope you find this of value, and please do follow me and subscribe on YouTube. I'm Markee Dragon. Take care.